Trouble, real trouble.
Oh, big elbows from Bongama.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome to Duality 7X. I'm your host, Shiraz. I want to talk about the Alex Pereira, Ciryl Gane co-main event that happened at UFC 250 at the Freedom White House card that left everybody stunned. Now, I'm going to get right into it, guys, and I got some video clips that I want to share with you, all courtesy of the Ariel Helwani show, where you had Alex Pereira, who came out as a guest, and he didn't hold back. So I want to get into it. So, first clip I want to show you, Alex Pereira said he wanted a fair and square rematch with Ciryl Gane this September, and he didn't hold back when talking about their last fight. Now, according to Alex Pereira, Ciryl wouldn't have survived much longer because he believed that, in his opinion, Ciryl Gane was completely exhausted and lacked the determination to actually keep going on, saying that you could actually see it in his eyes. He looked dead tired. Roll the clip.
Your referee a fight on me anymore.
Se o cara pensa dessa forma, nada vai mudar.
I'm just here to avoid a bigger tragedy. If nobody takes action, something worse can happen with these people.
Aí vão culpar o árbitro pra não assumir a responsabilidade? Pô, a comissão...
Things happen to him and he always came back stronger from bad results.
Onde eu quero é minha revanche.
All that I want is a rematch. To be able to fight fair, to fight square, to fight clean. People don't want to see cheating.
Eu vim aqui, pô, bati na panturrilha dele de cotovelado. O que vai ter que acontecer?
But now what we're gonna do? We're gonna wait until Ciryl end up killing somebody so he take action?
Ou do primeiro ou do segundo round, se ele dá aquela pressão em qualquer momento...
He feel that like Ciryl not survive on the fight because he does not have heart. You could see on his eyes. And Alex feel that he got robbed on that moment.
Ele tinha que acertar aqueles golpes ali, entendeu?
People like, oh, Cyryl's laying down because he was celebrating. No, he was that tired. That's why he really had to hit him with those shots.
Have you or your team asked the UFC for a rematch yet?
Sim, a gente pediu.
Yes, we did. The fight was starting to pick up and the illegal shots and everything they played.
Eu me senti bem, é isso que eu quero.
If I didn't feel good on the heavyweight, I'll not even be here asking for a rematch. That's what I want.
When would you like to come back?
Em setembro eu gostaria de estar lutando.
After the result of the medicals, maybe September I'll be like to be fighting.
That's soon. It's fast.
Whatever the champ wants, the champ gets. We're going to support him no matter
You have
what.
to be healthy, no?
Now, Alex Pereira said that he took multiple shots to the back of the head. It was clear to see that there was elbows, shots, and it did look like it was kind of in that area. Now, Alex Pereira also discussed that whether he believed that Ciryl Gane purposely used those illegal strikes to get the finish. And according to Alex Pereira, his quote, he said that when I'm in a fight and I drop somebody, I take a look at what's going on and I find my best legal shots. Now, Ciryl, it looks like to me, this is Alex Pereira speaking, he said that he was just trying to win the fight. Maybe because emotionally he's scared and he wants to finish the fight. Once he drops somebody, he just tries to finish him no matter what and leaves it in the referee's hand to figure it out. And he sees that it works and he's not going to stop. And, you know, in this case, Alex is referring to Herb Dean and the lack of refereeing on his part, which he has some grievances that he was able to share not only with the world and on the Ariel Helwani show, but with his employer, the UFC, as well. Roll the clip.
Does this on purpose, or do you think he's just a reckless fighter?
Você acha que ele faz de propósito ou ele faz porque ele tá sem noção?
Bom, não sei se é de propósito, eu vendo ali, eu acho que, pô, ele é um cara que... Eu falo por mim, né? Eu tô ali, eu acerto um golpe no cara, pô, começou a luta, 100% ali os dois. Acerto um golpe, o cara sente, eu vou tentar dar aquela blitz, mas, pô, se o cara tá ali, pô, se defendendo ou virando, eu vou achar o melhor momento pra acertar o soco legal. Mas ele se desespera, ele só quer terminar a luta, entendeu? Então ele talvez seja instinto dele isso, entendeu? Um cara ali, porra, meio medroso, não tá preparado pros 5 rounds, é instinto, e aí fala, pô, vou jogar na conta do árbitro, entendeu? Só que o árbitro, ele tá ali pra intervir isso aí, entendeu?
Well, it's hard to tell. I'm saying me, when I'm on a fight and I drop somebody, I take a look what's going on, and I'll find a way to find my best legal shots. Ciryl, it looks like to me that he's just trying to win the fight, maybe because emotionally he's scared and he want to finish the fight at 5 rounds. So once he drops somebody, he just tries to find the finish no matter what and just throw on the referee's chest to figure that out. You know what I mean? And that's bad. You know?
Ele vê que isso dá certo.
He see that it works, you know.
Então,
Now, in this next one, Alex Pereira believes that Ciryl Gane was on the verge of gassing out, which we just kind of alluded to earlier. People said that I got tired. No, I did not, said Alex Pereira. If I had the chance to survive without the illegal strikes to the back of my head, I feel that Ciryl would have not survived in the fight because he doesn't have the heart. Now, you can see it in his eyes, and I got robbed of that moment, and it looks like he was lying down because he was celebrating. No, he was tired. Roll the clip.
The fight was going, people said that I got tired. No, I do not. I open my mouth from the corner, but like because I do my own breathing exercise to recover. But everything was fine. And Ciryl, the way you can see the way that he was guessing after that the fight was over, like if Alex had the chance to survive, he feel that like if that was like round 1 or even the end of the second round, Ciryl will not survive on the fight because he does not have heart. You could see on his eyes. And Alex feel that he got robbed on that moment.
olha como ele ficou ali, acabou a luta, pô. Eu não comemorei. Pô, ele não aguentava comemorar, velho. Aí ele deu tudo ali, entendeu? Ele deu tudo ali. Ele tinha que acertar aqueles golpes ali, entendeu? Porque ele sabia que isso ia me prejudicar.
You see the people like, oh, Cyryl's laying down because he was celebrating. No, he was that tired. That's why he really had to hit him with those shots so he could handle that.
Have you or your team asked the UFC for a rematch yet?
Você ou sua equipe pediram ao UFC pela revanche?
Sim, a gente pediu.
Yes, we did.
And what did they say?
O que eles falaram?
Ele falou que vai voltar pra gente. Isso foi na noite da luta depois. Então o evento tinha acabado de terminar ali, então eles não tinham planos ainda.
They're gonna get back to us because at the same time that was on the night of the fight. We understand that the UFC had to go all over to make this event, took a lot from them, so they're gonna get back to us. We're gonna sit down and talk, and then
Now, this one is a little bit longer because Alex actually unleashes or, well, unloads on Herb Dean. And very, very disappointed in Herb Dean's lack of refereeing, according to Alex Pereira. Alex said that he says that he will 100% ask to never have Herb Dean referee one of his fights ever again. According to Alex Pereira's words, he said something has to be done, and I think that his time is up. I think he's already done enough, and he's referring to Herb Dean. It's just like a regular 9-to-5 job. He's been there for too long, and now he's starting to affect his performance. Something has to be done so people don't end up getting hurt because of him, and I'm not unreasonable. Roll the clip.
Will you ask to never have Herb Dean ref one of your fights in the future?
primeira, as últimas perguntas. Você vai pedir para nunca mais Herb Dean ser juiz de sua luta?
Com certeza, 100%.
100%.
What would you like to see done to Herb Dean? What kind of punishment do you think he should
Que
receive?
punição você acha que o Herb Dean devia receber?
Cara, de verdade eu não sei. Eu não sei, ele tem que fazer alguma coisa diferente. Eu não sei. Eu acho que é o seguinte, velho, o tempo dele já deu, entendeu? Isso aí acontece numa empresa comum, o cara trabalha tantos anos ali, o cara não tá mais nas condições de fazer o que ele gosta de fazer, entendeu? Ele tá ali talvez por amor, mas, colocando a vida dos outros em risco, e eu não acho isso correto.
I don't know. Something gotta be done. But one thing I tell you, I think his time is up. I think he already did enough. And just like on a regular 9-to-5, on a regular business, he's been there for too long already, and now it's starting to mess up. And maybe he shouldn't be there anymore. Something gotta be done so people doesn't end up getting hurt because of him.
E eu não tô falando algo assim, tipo, algo que, absurdo, entendeu? Eu só tô falando de vidas ali, entendeu? Tem ali os dois atletas e tem o árbitro para olhar tudo isso. Ele tá responsável, mas ele não tá conseguindo fazer por medo, por causa do resultado, pode mudar, na situação o cara tá ali, batendo, ele parar, tirar ponto, depois o outro reverter. Problema do cara que bateu errado, problema, o árbitro joga pro atleta. Pô, você sabia por que você fez isso? Você sabia que eu ia parar, entendeu? Mas quando o atleta sabe que isso não vai acontecer, que o árbitro, pô, esse árbitro erra, ele não, porra, isso é maior responsa pro árbitro parar. Eu sei que ele não vai parar, eu vou bater aqui, pô, e vou ser campeão. E vou sair daqui vitorioso. Pô, o que importa pro atleta é isso, sair com a vitória.
At the end of the day, I'm not being unreasonable. Because something gotta be done. Because, for an example, now, if something is not done, like if, let's say that there was a punishment, the guy go over there, Herb stops that fight, take a point, whatever, the guy's gonna complain, but he should have gonna say, you knew you're not supposed to do this, and you still done it. But now when nothing is done, the guy's gonna go, you know what? I'm just gonna do what I gotta do, because he's not gonna stop this fight. So, and then I'll do whatever it takes to become a champion.
E uma coisa eu garanto, ele não arbitra mais a minha luta, não. Isso aí é 100%, porque eu tenho a decisão pra isso. De alguma forma eu tenho a decisão pra isso. De alguma forma ele não vai estar junto comigo. De alguma forma ele não vai estar junto comigo. Eu garanto isso 100%.
One thing I'm gonna tell you, now, somehow I have the power to do that. He'll never be around me or referee a fight on me anymore.
Wow.
That is for sure.
You would like to see him stop refereeing. You think that he has made too many mistakes now?
Você acha que ele deveria parar de arbitrar por causa de todos os erros que ele já fez no passado e nesse?
Sim, eu acho que sim, porque é vidas. Eu tô falando de vidas. Não aconteceu, não aconteceu nada, aí passa mais um. Não aconteceu nada, passa mais um. Vai batendo na trave ali. Quando acontecer, o que vai acontecer? Beleza, agora eles não fazem nada. Aí na próxima luta com outra pessoa, ou comigo, ou quem seja, acontece com alguém, algo assim, que vai pra mídia, vai pesar pra caramba. Pro evento, alguém vai levar a culpa. E vai ser ele, velho. E vai ser ele. Aí vão tomar uma atitude, entendeu?
I think so, because we are talking about lives, right? Until somebody get permanently hurt or something really bad and goes all over the media, and then he's going to take it all the blame.
I would imagine for your sister too, like you don't want him refereeing her fights or anything like that, right?
E pra Aline também, você não quer ele arbitrando luta dela nenhuma, né?
Ela vai decidir isso, né? Eu não posso decidir por ela. Se ela se sente à vontade, mas eu não posso... O que acontece? Na minha luta, eu tenho controle. Eu posso falar que eu não quero esse cara e não vai. E não vai. Mas, tipo, na luta dela, eu não posso atrapalhar ela. Ela tá ali, vai lutar. E vou falar pra ela assim, então você não vai lutar. Entendeu? Tá ganhando o dinheiro dela. Ela tá crescendo. Então como que eu vou atrapalhar o sonho dela? Eu não posso fazer isso. É um risco? Mas a decisão é dela. Entendeu? Ela tá vendo tudo que tá acontecendo. Então a decisão ela tem que tomar. Se ela quer... É um risco. Eu poderia falar aqui também. O Plínio poderia ter o meu mesmo pensamento que eu. E eu falar, não, Plínio, eu vou. Se o Alex quer, né, velho? Eu não queria, mas se o Alex quer, eu vou chegar pra falar pro cara, não, você não vai lutar?
At the end of the day, it's her decision. I can't just go and say you're not going to fight if this guy's there, because she's making her money, she's making her career. And then it's up to her to decide. And I can't just go and say, Aline, you're not going to fight if this guy's a referee. They'll be the same as me on this situation. Say, Alex, you're not going to fight if this guy's a referee. No, I'm going to say, look, I don't think you should. But at the end of the day, it's his decision. Same with Aline. Alex is not going to block her career from growing if come a situation like that. Because she got to make her story, right?
Now, there's been a lot of talk about Alex Pereira and Josh Hokit, because Josh Hokit's just been beaking off against Alex Pereira every single opportunity he gets. There's been a lot of clips, the UFC pressers, the UFC, they kind of bumped into each other too as well. And Josh Hokit, every opportunity he gets, when he sees Alex Pereira, he just goes off on him, starts saying, I'm going to shama on your mama, and all kinds of wild stuff. Now, people are begging the question, is Alex Pereira opposed to fighting Josh Hokit? If that opportunity were to come up, would Alex take it? According to Alex, it says, it doesn't even matter to me. My contract is signed with the UFC. Whoever they've put to fight me, I'm going to fight. Check it out.
Well, if you don't get the rematch against Ciryl Gane, what about Josh Hokit? Because he's really coming after you. All week, he was trying to pick a fight with you, press conference, talking about you after his fight, talking about you, press conference, talking about you. Would that be of interest to you if you don't get the rematch, which you clearly want next? Would it be of interest to fight Josh Hokit and potentially shut him up?
Se caso o UFC não te desse essa revanche, você gostaria de lutar com o Josh Hokit? A semana inteira da luta ele saiu falando tudo, saiu te provocando, fez tudo o que fez. Essa seria uma luta que te interessa?
Pra mim não importa, como eu falei, desde o início. Meu contrato tá assinado. Quem o UFC quiser colocar, eu vou lutar e não vou escolher. Pode colocar quem quiser.
I expressed myself since the beginning. It doesn't matter to me. My contract is signed with the UFC. Whoever they put to fight me, I'm gonna fight.
When he says things about your mother, does it make you feel any sort of different way? Does it make it more personal? He mentioned your mother in the cage.
Quando ele fala coisas sobre a sua mãe, é um negócio que vira um pouco mais pessoal, que ele mencionou até sua mãe no cage aquela vez, né? É um negócio que já muda um pouquinho?
Não, acho que não. Acho que eu sou um cara assim bem controlado, porque se isso me tirasse ali do centro ali, do sério, entendeu? Eu talvez teria feito besteira, ninguém tava de olho em mim, entendeu? Tinha momentos que eu tava ali, que tipo, a segurança me deixava tranquilo ali, e o cara tava passando, eu sou atleta, entendeu? Eu sei, também sou inteligente, entendeu? Mas não quero usar minha inteligência pra isso, entendeu? Pra me expor com um cara que, nem merece, entendeu? Mas eu poderia estar ali, de bobeira e tal, disfarçar, sair ali, meter a bicuda, meter o chute, meter a voadora, entendeu? Dar um tapa na cara do cara. Se eu quisesse, fazia isso. Se eu quisesse, eu fazia isso. Se eles tivessem a oportunidade que eu tive, talvez, não, tenho certeza que ele faria isso para se promover, mas eu não preciso disso.
No, I don't know how to keep my cool, keep my mind in a cool spot. I'm not that type of guy. I had opportunities like people talk about the press conference. Nobody was really on top of me over there. If I wanted to, I could have just stand up, slap him on the face, kick him in the head, doing whatever I want. But I don't know how to keep my cool.
Now, this is the last clip I have. By the way, you could watch the entire video masterpiece by Ciryl Gane. You can just go to the Ciryl Gane YouTube page. You could go online, but the entire video is there, and it's an absolute doozy, guys. I highly, highly recommend that you watch it. Of course, I'm just kind of summarizing and giving you key points. This isn't the entire video. It is a lot longer than that, but definitely go check out the Ciryl Gane show and you'll get more facts. Now, this one is about Jon Jones because there was a little bit of controversy as well too after Poatan lost to Ciryl Gane. All of a sudden, Jon Jones comes out with a little video, basically kind of sticking it to Alex Pereira a little bit, almost gloating that he lost and pretty much indicating that he's kind of the GOAT, right? The best GOAT. And so Poatan was a little confused because he's like, I don't know what's going on here. I have nothing but the utmost respect for Jon Jones, and I'm a little confused. I was actually there for him during his darkest hours in his career. I was there for him in those moments, and I'm a little surprised that he would kind of do this to me. But Alex says that he doesn't want any smoke from Jon Jones. He doesn't want to fight him. He wants to give him the props. He knows he's the best GOAT. He's not even disputing that. But he said he never wanted to show that he was better or worse than Jon. He just really respects. And it's really hard, to defend your title, to do those kind of defenses. So he gave a lot of respect to Jon Jones in that manner. And so then Ciryl asked Poatan. He asked Alex Pereira right to his face. He said, "So, does this make you want to fight him, as in Jon Jones?" And Alex responded with, "No." Check it out.
Tem outros lutadores também, mas é os que eu assim, conheço, né? E falei, defesa de cinturão, esse é o mais difícil. Eu acho que é o mais difícil o lutador fazer, entendeu? Lógico, eu tenho os meus recordes ali, entendeu? Não vou tirar os meus méritos, entendeu? Mas uma coisa que eu admiro muito é as defesas de cinturão, e ele fez. Eu sempre falei isso, sempre deixei claro, entendeu? Então eu nunca quis mostrar que eu sou melhor do que ele.
I never wanted to show that I'm better or worse than him. Like, I really respect, like, Anderson, Silva, him, and many others too that I don't even have to mention. But I always spoke that, for me, the hardest thing to do his title defense, and those guys did that. But I never never exposed like, oh, I'm better than this guy, better than that guy. I always respect what they done.
Se ele tinha essa dúvida dentro dele, pô, agora ele já tem certeza. Ele é o melhor.
If he had the doubt inside of him, props for him. Now he knows he's the best.
So just to recap here, Alex Pereira went on the Ariel Helwani show because he wanted to get these things off his chest. Those things are that he believes that Ciryl Gane was starting to gas out before their fight was actually stopped. So he's very pissed at Herb Dean for that stoppage. He's pissed that Herb Dean didn't call those shots to the back of the head. And I mean, after that loss, Pereira was very, very vocal about it. And he wanted a rematch. He went to the UFC. He understands that the UFC was quite busy in trying to market and promote and, you know, put all this fight together. Maybe this wasn't the right time to talk about it, but the UFC did acknowledge Alex Pereira's willingness to fight a rematch. They said that they're going to reach out to him in the coming days and they're going to sit down and they're going to talk about it. He also, he as an Alex Pereira also argued that Gane had landed multiple illegal shots in the back of his head, which I alluded to earlier, and very disappointed that Herb Dean never actually stepped in and called it, or maybe even took some points off of it, because those are things that normally fighters get penalized for. And so Pereira said that he will continue to remain in the heavyweight division despite losing his divisional debut. And he even suggested that Ciryl Gane wouldn't have even been able to keep up with him had the fight continued, because Ciryl Gane was running out of energy, according to Alex Pereira. Now, that said, many fans have pointed out that Ciryl Gane has proven cardio and has gone 5 rounds on many occasions in the UFC. And to make matters more interesting, Pereira is currently under a 180-day medical suspension, though he could return a lot sooner if he's medically cleared after his CT scan. So there are a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes as we know it. And so Alex is very visibly upset, very disheartened at the lack of refereeing and the fact that you know, he lost this fight. He didn't feel that he should have lost this fight. He felt that if Herb Dean didn't actually stop the fight would have continued. That would have gone in Poatan's favor. He would have most likely won, according to Alex Pereira. Now, I'm going to leave it here, guys. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your comments. What do you guys think? Is Alex right? Had this fight gone on a little while longer, if it wasn't stopped, would Alex have won? And what about those shots in the back of the head? Did you guys see it? What do you guys think? I want to hear your thoughts, your comments. What do you guys think? Should Alex remain in the heavyweight division? You think he's going to come back and he's going to come back bigger, stronger, and better? Boy, that's a scary thought, guys. He's already one of the most dangerous strikers in the world. Anyways, guys, I want to hear what you have to say. Thank you for sticking around. The pleasure was all mine. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.